Hi, I'm Courtney Hale, and I help people to find their true happiness by growing in their backyard, saving time and money that they can use for what they really want.
It's easy to grow your own food with this system, and it's also a great way to help the environment, provide food security for your family, and feel healthier every day. Have you ever wondered how you can have a healthy lifestyle with all the pressures of modern life? I know when I became a mother, I was really frustrated by the amount of work and expense involved in eating healthy organic meals.
I also had to run to the grocery store every other day to get fresh organic produce, then stand in line and spend all of that time doing something that I really didn't want to do. So I got interested enough in growing food that I decided to learn to do it myself. Farming is not rocket science, but still, it does take a lot of time to learn, and there are a lot of mistakes that can be made. I did save a lot of money on produce and got to spend much more time with my family and friends. It's really hard work though, and pretty dirty. It's a messy, stinky business, and it never looks good in your backyard. My body could feel the difference pretty much right away, and I also noticed the difference in what my kids wanted to eat. They were pulling fresh vegetables out of the garden, they were helping me farm, and we were playing together. Every time they pulled vegetables out of the ground and started eating them, I felt more and more sure that I was onto the right thing. So I worked doing all kinds of agriculture for about 8 years before I realized that there's actually a much easier way. We don't have to do all of the digging, we don't have to do all of the tilling. We can actually put together raised beds that look great in somebody's backyard and are designed for the modern person.
The old system that we have been using since the Industrial Revolution is failing us now. It's been polluting and contaminating, and we have to pull out of that downward spiral before it's too late. We need a few simple formulas to transition into a new way of doing things so that we are consuming and polluting less. I'm sure you want to do your part, and it's going to feel really good. Wait until you hear about this. You're going to love it. You could have fresh produce growing right outside your kitchen door within a few days. And with this program, you don't need to be an expert. Here's a quote from Barbara Kingsolver's novel, The Animal, Vegetable, Mineral. Did you know that if every American family ate just one locally grown organic meal a week, we would save 100 million barrels of oil every week?
Here's the plan. We need a garden in every yard. During the Great Depression, we came up with a plan for public works, and we came up with a plan so that there would be a chicken in every pot. Now in this case, it's going to be a garden in every yard. We know from past experience too, during crises like World War II, that it's absolutely possible for us to come up to speed very quickly on agricultural production. In fact, the women during World War II were able to match gross national production of agricultural goods in under 5 years.
Today we're calling them Liberty Gardens because we are going to free ourselves from the petroleum economy.
A Liberty Garden is really special in a lot of different ways. It's not just the name. Basically, we've thought of every different convenience you could possibly want to help free up the modern person to be more sustainable while holding down a job and taking care of their family as well.
With Liberty Gardens, we provide everything you need to be successful, fully installed by our crew within 2 short hours. No mess, no fuss, no digging, no stopping.
Having a raised bed means that everything's in one container. You know exactly what's in there. You have a cover for it that actually keeps out a lot of the weed seeds and keeps out a lot of the pests. It also creates kind of a controlled environment where you can basically grow all year round in most climates. The thing about this system is that it makes your life easier, and it almost guarantees success on your first time around. It took me 10 years to figure out all of this information, and I really want to share it with you so that our whole nation can become healthier and more sustainable. This cover for the bed that I've been talking about is great because it also extends your season. In most parts of the country, you can't really grow in the middle of winter. So what this does is it keeps your plants warm enough that in most environments you can grow kale and spinach over the winter. And that's a really wonderful thing. You'll actually grow about 25 more pounds of produce over the course of a few years by extending your growing season. The first thing I want you to do, if you're interested at all in anything I've said, is to go to www.thecntk.org. It's the Center for Natural and Traditional Knowledge. And there you're going to find the opportunity to get membership for free. When you get a free membership, you'll get more video materials on all of the things I've talked about, And you'll be able to sign up to this wonderful site where you can actually communicate with people all over the country who are doing the same thing and care about the same movement.
Find your freedom to grow with Liberty Gardens. Order now and save yourself a place on the top of the list for installation in spring. We will send our trained staff out and install your garden within hours. Order now and get a free membership to our guidelines for planting, as well as access to our interactive online lessons, where you can meet people from all over who are enjoying their freedom to grow with Liberty Gardens.